Yo, what is up, y'all? This is Shadow, and I'm here to talk about the new quality of life changes coming into season 4. I wanted to talk about this. I was gonna not talk about it, but there were some key things that I saw that I wanted to talk about in my own video. So I just wanted to point it out regarding the online mode, a couple of balance changes, and some little screenshot that I saw that was quite particular. It caught my eye. So here we go. We're going to talk about it in a bit, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Kunimitsu announcement. Now, she looks really good. It's funny to see her come back from Tag 2. I haven't played, I'll always say this, I never really liked Tag 2. I only played like a very small amount, but it was pretty cool to see her as a Tekken 2. Big fan of Tekken 2, so it was cool to see her. And some of her sort of movesets, I know her grab came back, her back grab came back, but other than that, she looks really good. Damn, she looks really fine too without the mask. That's really cool. It was really cool to see, and obviously the stage is very beautiful. Cherry blossom in the back, the Japanese tower in the back as well. I don't know the name of it. I'm a scrub, so. But it's all really nice and really well done. I can't wait to play it. The one thing I really wanted to mention though was the lack of infinite stages as far as that, because I wanted a flawless stage. Hopefully we'll get that. There's obviously another character and another stage coming soon, but I was really hoping for at least another wallless stage. We only really have technically 2 wallless stages with Infinite Azure and the snow stage. I forgot the name of it, and you can kind of quote unquote say the wallless stage, and then when it goes to the round, the final round, quote unquote, of the match, it goes into the wallless stage. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, I was really hoping for at least one more wallless stage just for some kind of differential, because we technically have 2, 3, but I don't really count that other Infinite Azure one because it's the same one, for me personally. So I just wanted one more. But it's cool. I'm waiting for it. Like I said, I like the feel. I like the aesthetic of it. It looks really beautiful. I always thought cherry blossoms to me is a very beautiful atmosphere as far as that. One of the reasons why my goal is to go to Japan, just to see and witness that. That's a bucket, but hopefully when things die down and my time is right, I'll be able to do that. But still, very nice. I like the change. I like Kunimitsu added, so I'm excited to see this and get her real. So one thing that was mentioned that Harada mentioned real quick was the season pass. He obviously didn't say the price. He mentioned that the what's going on with the pandemic has really hindered what's going on with him, and not him personally, but with the team, the Tekken team. And it's understandable, this kind of derailed a whole lot of things in the economy, all economies really. So it makes sense that it was a hindrance as far as what's going on. It may even delay Tekken 8, but hopefully not to the point to where we won't get it anytime soon. But at the same time, it's I'm kind of worried about it for the season pass, because as you see, it only contains 2 characters and 2 stages. Obviously the updates that come with it are free, and to me, I'm to the point to where I don't mind spending my money and helping, not even just spending my money to support the game that I love, but at the same time I feel like there's some compromise. So to me, what I mean by this is that when it comes to support, like you've seen how all the seasons have been in the past, to where we had like 5 characters, maybe a stage or 2 here with balance updates that are also free, and they've been around, I would say off the top of my head, $30. I didn't mind putting out that money for it because I love the game that much, and I was willing to support it and get the characters for it. But this time it's only like 2 characters and 2 stages. So my price for this is like, okay, this should better not be $30, because if it is, I'm gonna be upset. And I feel like any logical person, in my opinion, would also be upset as far as this, especially for a person who's been paying the season pass for the past 3 times, expected this. So, you know, regardless, I'm still gonna pay it because, you know, I want to play Kunimitsu and whoever the next character is. But at the same time, if it's like $30 for all this, I'm like, okay, I understand there's a pandemic and you guys are struggling, but at the same time, we struggling too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an advocate of trying to support, you know, something I love and the creators as far as whoever they are. But I feel like it's a two-way street. So to me, I'm just kind of iffy on the season price, just because when he said that, because if you really saw what he said, I'll try to put it on screen somewhere. He was saying like, yo, the pandemic, you know, it's been tough, and I understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, if I see a $30 season pass, I'm gonna be like, yo, come on, bro, like, come on, you could do better. Like, I would have done like maybe 20, or, you know, 20 at the most. 20 seems reasonable to me. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the season pass. So hopefully it's at a reasonable price to where not only we can afford it, but you guys are, you know, compensated as well. But to me, I'm just like, yo, you know, I just have it to where it's at a good point. So one of my next topics that I feel like is the basically first point of the video is Lars's possibly new race drive. Now, if you see what I saw, at least in the trailer, that his race drive is really different, very odd, as a particularly, you know, he's obviously blue. If you know anything about Tekken, obviously, if you're covered in a blue type of aura, just like how he is, if I show you like that, that looks like a blue. So that looks like a race drive, I should say. So that was really odd, because I was like, yo, is this a race drive? Okay. Now, my only hope is that race drive is not in a stance. As you know, Lars he's one of those characters that has that has a race drive that has it in a stance. So it's hard to bring that junk out. Unlike, you know, something like a Julia, or, you know, like a Lay, or not a Lay, I'm sorry, a Lee. I'm saying Lay's even worse, because he's kind of okay, because he has kind of a race drive in every stance, so it's kind of compensated. But like for Lars, it's like one of those things. It's still, you know, one of those things to where it's like, okay, well, why don't we just have one of those, you know, race drives that's like not in the stance, you know? So I don't know. It's a possibility. I saw this and it piqued my interest to see how that was. I don't think I saw anybody else see this, so I wanted to mention that. Obviously, there are new moves and new balance changes that are coming, so I feel like this was one of those things that I wanted to point out. I don't know, just a possibility off a screenshot I saw, so it was something I was bringing to attention. That's it. If it is a race drive, I hope it is not in his stance. It would really help his game a lot more, rather than, because if you've seen how I play and seen how I try to put stuff in, it is not good. But hopefully it's good for at least Lars, and something to look at. I just wanted to mention that to everyone. So, okay, next time. The last thing I'm going to cover is the online changes that came with it. Now, he mentioned, Harada, that there is rollback in the Tekken. Now, for me, I've never played with the game. Well, I played Mortal Kombat 11, but I only did it briefly, and I never went online. For rollback, to me, at least from what I've seen and what people have said about it, it seems like it's more of a 2D type of implementation on the online fighting game. But for Tekken, it seems like it's going to be a lot harder to put it in, because it's a 3D. That's what Harada mentioned, in saying that the maximum level of frames that he's able to put in is 3. To me personally, I can see why people don't like the online for Tekken as much. It does get janky from time to time, but I feel like, to me, especially from some of the games I played, i.e. Grand Blue, that game really deterred me from the online, and kind of even deterred me from the game altogether. And it's not, to me, it's not that bad. Truthfully, I see where people can be upset, truthfully, but it's not to the point where it upsets me to the point to where I'm not going to go online and play it again. If anything, it's just the people that I play against. You know, people kind of have that factor, kind of play that factor to me as far as online. But other than that, the net code to me, it's not that bad. I can still play in it. You know what I'm saying? There are times where it just messes up, but it's not so bad to where it's unplayable in my sense. But I'm not an expert in netcode nor rollback or delayed base. So I would refer to other people on that. Harada did talk about this on Twitter a while back and mentioned that the game is rollback. So that's just me. If you haven't already, I would refer you to Sajam, because he talks about rollback netcode all the time and what it is and all that. I did a little bit of research here and there. I have an understanding of what's going on with it and that, but I'm not in a position to where I can talk about it like that. So I would rather refer you to other people who are experiencing that. I'm pretty sure you can find people online on YouTube or Twitter that has more research and resources on that. So that's just me on that part. The other online changes that were coming were the Wi-Fi indicator, meaning that you can see ahead of time who is the person that you're playing, what they're playing on, whether it's land or Wi-Fi. To me, I'm playing quote-unquote land, and I say quote-unquote because I'm using a Netgear Orbi to where it's running off satellite, but I have it landline connected to my satellite in my room, and which is also connected into the into the living room. So I don't know how that would be. I don't know if that would be considered Wi-Fi or landline, even though I am working off a landline. I'm pretty sure it would be wired, just because it says that's how my computer or my PlayStation is marked off. It says I have it set to wired, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be considered wired, in my opinion. But that's that. We also got a new Tekken God Omega, which is pretty cool. It looks nice. I don't think I'll ever get there, but it'll be cool to get. Some people have their own mixed opinions about that, saying, "Oh man, I gotta go higher." And then there was he mentioned there was also a thing to where if you try to deathmatch somebody and you lose 3 times in a row, you have it's either you have a chance to lose your rank or you will lose your rank. I don't know. I forgot specifically what it was, but it's more of you kind of have to be more careful on your rank. I think it's only regarding if you're the same rank. I don't know how it is for if it's different ranks. I don't think he specified how that would work out, but it's interesting to see. So we'll see. Obviously when we get the game, we'll see what the changes are and how it sees out, how everything changes out or pans out, I should say. So yeah, I'm excited. To say the least, I am very excited about what's going on with Tekken. Hopefully that this is something new. We get a new character, new stage, new updates. It's not a brand new game, but it's something to do while we wait for Tekken 8. And I've said my worries, my thoughts, what I saw in the thing. So if you do enjoy this, leaving a like is much appreciated. I appreciate y'all for the new subs that come in. As far as making this video right now, I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I will make a notification on Twitter, and I will send a quote-unquote notification through YouTube saying when I'm going live. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you play Tekken on PlayStation 4, come through. We'll be doing first to 2 matches for a couple of hours. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like is much appreciated. Take care, be safe, y'all. And if you already haven't, make sure to subscribe for more content, Tekken, Destiny 2, and other games that are coming to you. So thanks for watching, y'all. I said this like 5 times already. I'm gonna stop rambling, Y'all take care, be safe, and thanks as always for watching. Bye bye.